New York Post is reporting that the president and the vice president are regularly screened for COVID-19, and anyone who comes into close contact with either of them is also tested using the rapid Abbott Labs machine. Two reporters recently were tested for the virus before they were able to sit down with President Trump in the Oval Office. The doctors told in the White House said that none of them had tested positive. Again, this is a member of the U.S. Navy. He works as a personal assistant or valet to the president, which means now valet is like a butler or an assistant. It's somebody who helps him organize his clothes in the morning. He helps him, with any of the needs he may have day to day. And it's just like having a personal, almost like a butler is the best way to probably equivocate or do the equivalence. Here's Mark with reaction to the news that President Trump's personal valet has tested positive for COVID-19. Mark, what do you think?
Well, I honestly think it's not that big of medicine that already works, the hydrochloroquine and the Z-Pack. Why shouldn't President Trump go ahead and push that? Go ahead and acknowledge that it's an issue with the guy's here, he's sick, but let's go ahead and medicate him, show that this medicine works, and let's get it pushed to the market.
Yeah, well, that's been done over and over again. I mean, and now they've got remdesivir in addition to the hydroxychloroquine. I mean, the treatment isn't the question. I don't know how you could say it's not a big deal because, the fact of the matter is President Trump is in a vulnerable category and he needs to be kept safe. And frankly, I don't know what the protocols are in place. This is the first case of anybody in the West Wing testing positive and being infected with the virus. But of course, I'm sure the Secret Service and the health professionals who protect the president, their entire mission has been to keep him safe, to keep him healthy. Heaven forbid that this guy, after everything else he's been through for the last 3.5 years, is going to have to battle this. Good golly, that would be a lot for us to bear as a nation. So we got to pray that maybe there was not enough contact and that I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. I'm rattled, and I'm also just a little bit overwhelmed. These listeners of ours, 114 kids now have been sponsored. You've come in a big day. We've sponsored over 40 kids just today. So that's the good news of our day in the last 10 minutes, that you are sponsoring these children who are sons and daughters of American prisoners to give them some joy, some inspiration, some God in their life, some hope. If you're so inclined, and thank you for taking us over my prayer of 100. In this case, God gave us a little more than we asked for. Go to MikeOnline.com and click on the Angel Tree Prison Fellowship banner and give what you can, and thank you. The timing, of course, is perfect because today is the National Day of Prayer. I would say that we should pray for our president, pray for this valet who's sick, pray for everybody who's been impacted by coronavirus. We're going to get through this. Keep the faith, stay strong, and keep fighting the good fight. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mike Gallagher. God bless America.